Hey guys, it's Evan. I'm live. Duh. I don't know. This is what I've been doing to get my batteries low, of course, but this is what I've been doing is just vlogging myself. It's been helping me a lot, like an unbelievable amount. And I have recently gotten legal help, and I've been told, don't worry, we're handling
Alert from low
everything.
battery.
And when I just started to get legal help, I started to get like really phony mail and just like responses from doctors and things like that. So like I was just like I'm just so numb. Like people call me and say whatever and I'm so numb to everything. I don't even react to like really what they say, and like I've gone through so many people and that I just like I don't know if it's just like I just don't care, but like it's just like the fact that I think I've gone through so many interactions with people over the phone, and every single time I have an interaction, I'm authentically me, and on the other side, they haven't been themselves. So it's like, well, what's the point? At the end of the day, I feel like I'm just dealing with a bunch of phony people that waste my time, and sadly, I feel like I'm going through the same situation again with these people that allegedly said, "Don't worry, Mr. Mendez, we're taking care of everything," because now they're saying that they're withdrawing from my case. So it's like, well, they came highly recommended by a veteran that I met at Dr. Nwecki's office at the doctor that I go to, Texas Pain. And so I think his name was James or John, something like that. One of the two, something I don't even know. And then so like I just feel like, well, that veteran, he was just like, sounds like you're getting the runaround. So he was like, oh, reach out to this lawyer. And for like a couple days or so, I didn't, I was just happy that I spoke to a Merc upon intake, and Merc was okay. My only issue with Merc is he kept asking if I have hallucinations. And I'm like, no, I don't have hallucinations. I've never had hallucinations. And I think that with my level of intelligence and my identity, that I think that I understand, have always understood, maybe also because from a very young age, I would read like, I don't know, just read too many books. Like I would read Goosebumps, and I feel like what kid didn't, maybe I'm just wrong, but I feel like I would read these types of books, and I don't know, like they give you heebie-jeebs, and you talk about, you know, these illusions and stuff like that. And I think as an adult, when it comes full for you, then you comprehend like not the general mind over matter, but you understand like I think for me it's like a very good focus and clarity for myself that a hallucination is entirely different, like for somebody that is not has no situational awareness of themselves, or like they cannot control that. And I think somebody that has full control of their life and their reality and their identity, it's not an hallucination to them. So when someone can control those instances in their mind, then it's not an hallucination. I think that it's a different form of control, and I think that that's what makes powerful people powerful. That capacity to really hone in on, you know, that, I guess, euphoric sensation of imagination and fantasy and desire. So I that was my only issue with Merck, that he kept asking if I hallucinate, and I don't hallucinate. He's like, well, most people that go through what you go through hallucinate. No, I don't hallucinate. And I was rattled in a freaking MRI machine that sounded like artillery for like ever, and I was shaking, 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 and I don't have that type of trauma. Like, yes, I was surrounded by artillery. I was. in Camp Casey where nonstop all I heard was field artillery. I was attached to all of that and helicopters and Humvees and everything. Like I heard all of these sounds, but I mean, most of my trauma comes from one of the worst days of my life was my workplace accident and hearing contactors on and off, hearing these vehicles. I would be in the parking lot with hundreds of Tesla vehicles. And at one point, screw the parking lot. Like at one point, I was at the largest factory in Texas with hundreds, probably like just almost hundreds of thousands of Teslas all around me, a majority of them Model Ys. And then they'll just think about all of the Teslas around on all of the lots around the building, the land around the building, not considering the Teslas that were being carried down, being married through each assembly line part all the way down to the final vehicle product. Like, so how many of those cars were inside the factory? Like, it was an unreal amount of those cars, and hearing those cars round the clock, like, and the trauma that came with my accident, I mean, it really just, it was awful for me. I hate hearing the sound of Teslas. I hate hearing, the noise, the harshness, the vibrations, the frequency of the cameras turning on and off. It's a really high pitch emission, and unless you know to listen for the sound, you don't know you can even hear the sound. I mean, each camera emits a pitch that's a pretty high frequency, and unless you're listening for it, unless you know the sound of it, then you just don't know what you're listening for. So that's more of like my trauma, and even then, like, I've been through so much trauma that I have to really just stay in the present. And it's sad for me. Like, I hope that this is all just a bunch of BS baloney that blows over. Like, I hope it's a huge miscommunication, because on my portal for the law firm and on my VA website, it shows them listed as they're my legal representation. So I feel like getting emails saying that they're withdrawing and they're still listed, then I feel like, be real, like make it right. If you're pulling back, then pull back all the way. Because me, I'm the type of guy that I don't pull out. I mean, I'm just at that point in my life. That's why I filter my YouTube content to it's not suitable for young children, because I know how I talk. I mean, am I a grown adult man? Do I go to church? Are there young children around? Are there teenagers around? But I think as an adult, you know to think logically and ethically and understand, like, I'm a grown man. Like, for me, I'm not going to sit here and have inappropriate conversations with young children. No, like most of the time I see young kids and I just tell them, like, first of all, I saw a young kid today when I was in my power chair. I don't know what the F he was doing. Oh my gosh, I don't know what he was doing by himself. But then I went to go eat tacos, and these kids were talking like about this girl looked better in sixth grade, and I'm over here like feeling like the worst guy on planet Earth because I could never talk the way these kids were talking right in front of me, eating tacos and eating food at the Mexican. I'm like, dude, I could never talk that way. And these kids are just talking that way. And I'm like, where are your parents? You know what I mean? But in those interactions, like, I feel like I am just an adult. Like, what do I do? Like, first of all, where are their parents? And then their parents are the first ones crying on the news that their kid's missing. So I'm just like saying in so many words that, you know, I can only really view myself and like just kind of be real. And that's what my thing is, like, be real. Like, if you really are going to withdraw from my case, then be real about it. And to be honest with you, like, I don't even know why I'm giving it the time or energy, because they're really not even like, my thing is, like, they gave me this false reassurance that they're taking care of everything. And today, like, I'm supposed to upload a document, which I think I've kind of fine tuned a bit. But it's like, what am I supposed to do? Not talk? And if people really knew the reality of my life and who I have to talk to and why I vlog by myself, like, that's pretty sad. You know what I mean? So, I mean, who am I gonna tell? Like, I'm in this arbitration, and like, really, the reality is like, how far is my voice going to go? Like, who's really gonna chime in and tune into like everything that I'm saying and everything that I'm doing? No one. I mean, I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not the it guy on the planet. I'm just, if I was, I wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in now. I mean, I pray to God every day, please God, make let there just be a way, for me to have my own house where I can roll around and, you know, be safe and be okay and not have to worry about falling, and also like I also just pray to God. I pray to God for so many things, to remove so many things in my life. I prayed for him to remove, you know, feelings for women and pain, and sadly he's removed the pain faster than he's removed these emotions for the women that I have. So, but that's God, that's the way he is. I guess I'm just saying, just be real 100%. Like, if you're going to withdraw from this case, then withdraw from it. But like, me having gone through what I've gone through, and even always having in the back of my mind, like, there is a huge chance that no one else knows my case better than I know my case. So the best thing for me to do is represent myself. I've done it. But at the same time, it's like, I have gotten this far in this arbitration with Tesla that I like, I do not need, I mean, it's not that I do not need, but at the same time, how, like, with the VA, and I just feel like this whole situation with the VA, I think there's just so many uh, facets, I guess is the word, to it. Like, the VA sends me letters saying that I have to sign things that I have to